Wonderful shot, all the way for six. What a player.
Hi all, welcome to a new episode of Waadaplaya Talk Series. We are moving on from Concussion Sub Series as the IPL has started, and now our show will be called as This Salah Cup Kiska Series, which is also called as TSCK Series. And IPL is starting on April 9th, which is tomorrow, and we have our first match, Mumbai Indians versus Royal Challengers Bengaluru. We all are excited that the IPL is back and it is back in India. And we are starting our videos of the TSCK series with our fantasy videos. And I have with me Akash and Sanjay, who will be giving you, and we all will be giving you fantasy tips. Hi Akash, hi Sanjay.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
So excited are you with the IPL back and the fantasy also back?
Well, IPL is back in India, which is very exciting. And as usual, without fantasy, there's no thrill in it. So, according to me, cricket is what is our passion. Fantasy is just enhancing that to the next level. So, who is playing fantasy out here, who is following our tips out here, just a small suggestion to you guys. Just play it for the game's sake, not for any monetary benefit, not for any mindset that this is going to be your future income. No, this is just for the sake of the game. Just play it for the sake of the game.
Yeah. It's for me like going into a restaurant for a buffet, lunch or dinner, and you have this big a plate, and you can pick and choose what you want, but the plate size remains the same. So it's like you have all the various players around the world fitting into the IPL fantasy structure, and then you have a budget. You try and fit in that team, and it's almost like you're managing a team. How will you pick the players and how they perform and how you do well? It's fascinating. 8 weeks playing fantasy keeps you hooked on for the entire tournament. So I absolutely love it.
To all our viewers, we will be following Dream11 as the example.
Going with the template which we have at the moment, we are going to go with the Mumbai 6 and Bangalore 5 combination for the first game tomorrow. We're going to choose 2 wicket keepers, one from each side, Ishan Kishan and AB de Villiers. Ishan Kishan we know is in terrific form, and it will be a blunder to actually drop him. He sits right into the middle order of Mumbai Indians and has got a very attacking game. And AB de Villiers, as we all know, Mr. 360 degree, there is no question of dropping him at all from the side. If Bangalore has to win this cup, it has to be for this man. Probably because you never know if he's going to be making it to the RCB team next time around. So Ishan Kishan and David de Villiers, wicket guys. And then moving on to the batsmen, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav and Devdutt Padikkal. Devdutt Padikkal himself is again in terrific form as witnessed in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. He was down with COVID, but he's joined the squad back again and is expected to open with Virat Kohli. And that combination is pretty lethal. Virat Kohli himself is back into form as we have witnessed in the England series, and hence we are going to choose him as the captain of the side as well. And who can miss Surya Kumar Yadav? We have chosen him as the vice captain. Everybody talking about Surya Kumar Yadav not being selected in the Indian team, and rightly so, because once he got selected, he showed us why. He's an absolute brilliant talent. He took SMA and Vijay Hazare Trophy by storm, and we were expecting that this IPL, he's going to be one of the top run getters in this series. So that will be the batsman from our side.
Moving on to the all-rounders and the bowlers. First, let's talk about the all-rounders. We are going with Kieron Pollard, Glenn Maxwell and Hardik Pandya. But Kieron Pollard is, and we all saw that last year, how he took apart Yuzvendra Chahal and single-handedly took the match to a tie along with Ishan Kishan. And he also has a pretty good record against RCB, and he almost somehow finds a special performance when he plays against RCB. He also bowls some handy medium pace, which would be handy on the Chennai wicket. Hardik Pandya, you all know, is a big hitter. You cannot ignore his big hitting in the last 4 overs. Mumbai need quick runs in the last 4 overs. Kieron Pollard and Hardik Pandya are the ones they go for usually. So he'll at least give you 3 to 4 overs every game. You cannot ignore him as well. And then Glenn Maxwell. He is a hit and miss kind of player, but once he starts clicking and you don't have in your team, then it's a huge loss for you. And he can also bowl you some handy off spin with the new ball and get you some early wickets. So these are our picks for the all-rounders. And moving on to the bowlers, Jasprit Bumrah. How can you ignore him? He's so good with you can bowl at any part of the He can bowl in the power play, he can bowl in the middle overs, and at the death, you don't have to ask any better bowler than Jasprit Bumrah. And he was the second highest wicket taker last year. Unfortunately, we could not get in Brent Hood into the team because of budget issues. Otherwise, we could have involved him as well. But instead, we have gotten Rahul Chahar because this is a Chennai wicket and we are expecting it to spin a little. So Rahul Chahar would be an handy bowler in these conditions. And we also wanted to fit in Chahar. We couldn't again because of the budget constraints, and that's the reason we went with Mohammad Siraj.
Budget is absolutely the key. So, the only thing similar between the Dream11 stuff and the IPL T20 Fantasy Official League is that the IPL Official League is more of a marathon, whereas Dream11 is one day you get in team, you don't like them, no one's performing, you revamp it completely to whoever's playing the next game. But on the Official League, it's more of a marathon, as I mentioned. You need to ensure that you use your subs very carefully. So if I was to look at each game, I would try and have at least 4 to 5 players. Let's say for tomorrow's game, we have 6 players. So the picks for me from Mumbai would be try and pick up as many top batsmen or players who play in the top half and bowlers who are wicket-taking bowlers. That will try and give you maximum points. So my pick would be from Mumbai, Chahar, because they are playing in Chennai. Sky, Suryakumar Yadav, as Akash mentioned, he's in red hot form, and Ishan Kishan as well, because he is again expected to bat in top 3 or 4. Virat Kohli, I would make him the captain. I'm really banking on him to open with Devdutt Padikkal and score lots and lots of runs. AB de Villiers, hopefully with the gloves, he'll get you additional points with catches, etc. And he can score at a massively quick rate. That will also be very useful. And I would try and get in Chahal if possible. But if not, with budget constraints, maybe get a Siraj, who's hopefully going to be a much bankable bowler this time around than he's been in the previous year. So that would be my 5 or 6 players. Take your pick and try and arrange your combination with the upcoming matches as well.
IPL T20 is a marathon. So since this is the first game, you have the very good opportunity of playing at least 6 to 7 players for this particular game. Because post that you have your transfer constraints, you have just 120 transfers to play with. So you'll not be able to play so many players from each team. So this is your best chance to get as many players as possible for tomorrow's game and then keep the marathon going.
Finally, we would want to tell you that the tips which are provided by our team are purely personal opinion, and we, Waadaplaya, our members, are not responsible for any losses or any claims. Thanks for watching our videos, supporting us, and please like our videos if you happen to like our work, and also comment on them. Also, spread a word about our channel across your friends and relatives. And thanks for supporting us. Thanks, everyone.